For 70 years, the Juvenile Welfare Board has committed to making Pinellas County children a priority. Last year, JWB invested $52.5 million in 89 different programs that helped more than 68,000 children and families reach their full potential. Advocating for their best interests, working collectively to solve problems, and responsibly investing tax dollars to improve children's futures.
The next generation, these are the ones who's going to be my doctors, my engineers who's going to build my airplanes and all of that. So I want to make sure that my airplanes will remain in the sky.
And while children only represent 17% of our population, they are 100% of our future. Last year posed some challenges for JWB in our community. The untimely loss of two of our board members, Raymond Neary and Maria Embens, and Hurricane Irma, which impacted our most vulnerable populations. These united us together and made our community even stronger. There were many bright spots as well. Increased investments of $3.2 million for 8 new programs and 4 program expansions. Many address the needs of teens to prepare them for college or the workforce. Plus, $2 million in non-operating capital improvements for 40 projects awarded to 28 agencies. We also adopted a new strategic plan, implemented a new project management system, used it to track COA reaccreditation, and hosted a number of events, awards, and conferences. Anthony is a precocious 4-year-old enrolled in a JWB Quality Early Learning program.
Perfect. Hey, high five.
When he's not helping his teacher, Anthony is dreaming of what he wants to be when he grows up. In total, JWB invested $9.9 million in 15 school readiness programs. These served nearly 7,000 children last year. The results? 86% of children served were on target to enter school ready to learn. 90% met or exceeded expectations for social-emotional learning. Other highlights included national accreditation for JWB's 4 quality early learning centers, learning communities and trainings to raise the bar on quality, and scholarships for childcare workers seeking 4-year degrees. Rasul is a driven Tarpon Springs 6th grader with a charming smile and polite demeanor. He attends one of JWB's out-of-school time programs where he recently started a 12-week career exploration project. And he's pretty convinced a career in the medical profession is in his future. Last year, JWB invested $14.9 million in 36 school success programs, serving more than 32,000 youth, just like Rasul. The outcome? 80% of youth participating in out-of-school time programs attended school regularly. 95% reported engaging in pro-social behaviors. Other successes included designation as a national site under the Campaign for Grade Level Reading, visits by the book bus to 52 neighborhoods for book giveaways, 13 new reading projects and mini libraries, and hundreds of volunteers who made these literacy efforts possible. The impact? 15,000 new books in the hands of children to promote on-time grade-level reading.
Thank you!
Plus, JWB continued our support of a county-wide attendance awareness campaign. And of the Lunch Pals mentoring program, demonstrating the power of caring adults in the lives of children. Haley is a sweet 8-year-old who enjoys going to school. Her family is receiving support through the Family Services Initiative. An interesting fact about Haley, she likes to read the dictionary for fun to learn new words. And she one day pictures herself in front of the classroom as a teacher. Last year, JWB invested $21.7 million in 23 child abuse prevention programs. And we served more than 26,000 children and their families. The results? 95% served were free of abuse or neglect 1 year after services. 86% showed a reduction in key risk factors identified at program entry. Last year, the Family Services Initiative celebrated its 5th year of providing real-time help for families. Since the inception of FSI, over 40,000 families have been strengthened. 8,000 last year alone, with families demonstrating significant improvements in their self-sufficiency scores. Other child safety and well-being efforts included training on the Prevent Needless Deaths campaign with over 2,000 individuals, free swim lessons and water safety courses to nearly 1,000 kids, and the creation of a data-driven effort called Sleep Baby Safely to combat infant sleep-related deaths. Daniela is a quiet but spunky 11-year-old who excels at karate and schoolwork. She and her family receive services through a neighborhood family center close to her school and home. One of her favorite things to do is watch courtroom TV shows with her mother, and she wonders what it would be like to be a lawyer one day. JWB invested $6 million in programs and efforts for strengthening community, our newest focus area. These investments included $4 million for JWB's 8 neighborhood family centers that directly served over 2,500 children and families. Demonstrating even greater community reach, the NFCs served an additional 100,000 citizens who benefited from free workshops, educational classes, and community health fairs, to name a few. Plus, families received over $3.1 million in income tax refunds as a result of the free VITA tax preparation services offered at the sites. Going deeper into neighborhoods to nourish children, the summer food program increased to over 200 sites, including those at libraries, mobile home parks, even open fields. The results of our collective efforts? Over 600,000 free summer meals to kids, which represents a 30% increase in meals over the previous summer. Another bright spot? JWB's Mid-County Community Council formed a youth leadership committee, empowering young people to have a voice.
If we're trying to make change that is beneficial to the youth, we need to understand what the youth needs.
Encouraged to take a leadership role, the Youth Committee planned and hosted, from start to finish, their first ever Youth Leadership Conference, driving home the point that youth are the leaders tomorrow, today. The Juvenile Welfare Board remains committed to investing in children and strengthening our community in order to have the greatest positive influence on our county's children and families. From our investments in programs and services, to our collective partnerships in the community, to our advocacy for children and empowerment of youth as leaders, everything we do is about creating a positive path to the future for Pinellas County children. Anthony, Daniela, Rasul, and Haley. They represent more than 68,000 children and families served by JWB last year. They are the faces of our future.